Hi there everyone, Ashley here from European Services. Good afternoon, good morning, whatever time it is where you are. Join me again for some moving tips. So, yes, I mention this one all the time, and I've done a specific video recently, but always check the removal company's feedback, read their T's and C's, and do your research on the company. This extends obviously things like your estate agents, solicitors, your conveyances, etc. People involved in the removal chain that you need to book and use. Never leave booking the removal company to the last second. Once you found the one you like, they can do the dates you want, and that you book your dates, book them. Otherwise, if you leave it to the last minute, they may well not be available on the dates you want. In fact, if it's in a busy part of the year, I'll all but guarantee they won't be available on the dates you want. So be sure to always book the removal company as soon as possible. Okay? Right. Right before the move, there's a few things you should do. I always personally recommend going to bed a bit earlier. If you're like me, and I'm sure a lot of people will be, if you're excited, heads up, worked, whatever, doesn't really matter. It doesn't affect how I'm about others, be the same. You may struggle to sleep. So if you go to bed a tad earlier, you should still, when it comes to the removal day, have got reasonably enough sleep for yourself. I'm not going to be as tired. Because obviously if you went to bed at your normal time and you can't get to sleep for 2-3 hours, that's 2-3 hours of sleep you lost, and you're going to be tired on the movie day, and that's going to make you more grumpy or more stressed or whatever effect it does on you. You know what I mean? Never snooze your alarm clock. And also, make sure your alarm clock is set with plenty of time. So if the movie company's coming at 9, make sure it's set for maybe 7. Especially so you have time for breakfast, morning shower if you have it, and that type of stuff. You want to be dressed and ready for when they come. Don't snooze your alarm. We've all done it, or 10 more minutes, and that 10 more minutes turns into 20, 30, 40, whatever, and we're rushing. Again, rushing is going to increase the likelihood of stress. Things being forgotten or things being done rushed and being done poorly by yourself. Things that you have to do. Make sure the night before you also make sure your mobile phone's charged. Things that need draining, so things like your washing machine is sat with its pipes draining into a bucket, so that gives you pour the water out in the morning. Don't expect to drain it a few minutes before the removal company was put on the removal vehicle, because of washing machines take quite a while to drain. Water gets trapped in the various bits of the pipes and takes a while to drain out. We don't want it, you don't want it draining out on the removal vehicle. Obviously other things may need draining as well, so make sure they're drained as well. Fridges are often another candidate, especially if you've got all these with water dispensers and stuff in them. Make sure your fridge is dry. That doesn't matter if it's going to storage or just go straight to your new house. Make sure your fridge is dry so that there's no possibility of stuff like mildew starting to grow during your transit, especially if it's going to storage. So there's some things to do the night before. So as I suggest, go to bed early, set, make sure your phone's charged, make sure your alarm clock's set. Make sure, unless you book the packing service, make sure everything that needs packing is packed, with the exception of the odd thing like your bedding and your breakfast pots, your kettle, your tea gear. Make sure not to pack them away the night before you move. You're going to want a cup of tea or coffee or some hot drink very likely during the day. Gives you and the removal guys and gals time to have 5 minutes here and there to have chats, relax, just generally help reduce the stress level on the moving day. Even with a good company, stress is going to, if you're not careful, creep up a bit. So, yeah. There's some moving tips for you for the night before. Now let's move on to the day. As I say, make sure as I have said, make sure you're putting plenty of time, your alarm clock set to get you up. Make sure you're dressed for when the removal companies arrive. If you've got pets, make sure they're out of the way, because you don't want them getting stressed, because obviously your pet doesn't understand what's going on. It's going to scare them, worry them, stress them, etc. Plus, if they get under people's feet when you carry things, it potentially could trip the removal person up, which isn't good for anybody, them or the pet. Yeah, so there's some removal tips. Right, I'm just going to mention knives. And I don't mean you're eating knives, you're fork knives, I mean things like your carving knife, your thing. Make sure you wrap the blade and leave the handle visible, so it's in a box. You can, when you put your hand in the box, look at the box or unpack it, you can see it's a blade. Protect the blade, leave the handle visible so you can see it's a knife. And make sure you mark boxes with knives or within the box, like knives, caution. Don't put fragile tape on non-fragile boxes. Do use proper packing tape, and I always suggest going to the cross shape, both on the top of the box, so lengthways, then down halfway roughly on the box, and then acrossways again the same, and then repeat the same on the top. And that way the tape will be overlapping in multiple points and will strengthen your box. Make sure wherever possible not to use boxes that are either liddable, so the plastic storage crates, which are useful, but bear in mind the wheels can sometimes get damaged in transit, no matter what you do. So yeah, cardboard boxes that are sealable. Black bags have their uses, but only for soft furnishings like, well, your pillows, your cushions, not for things like your books. If you have got books, make sure you mark the box with books on, has books, and it's going to be heavy, so don't use a big box, use small boxes for books. Don't leave gaps in your boxes. Even if you don't think inside the box is nicely wrapped, protected, secure. If it's inside a box with gaps, the box is going to be in a stack. So the box above is either going to go with this on it, squish it down. And well, if it's a top box and you get one or two boxes like that, yeah, they could stack at the top. I thought, oh, like that. You just can't stack them without squishing. So also things can move around inside the box when they're in that situation. So make sure the box is firm, no squish downwards, no up squish. So it's a very solid box. Use proper removal boxes or similar double corrugated boxes, not these thin, flimsy boxes and stuff. So yeah, there's some moving tips for you. Catch you all later. Have a great day. Hopefully, speak to you soon. Bye now.